Hello my beautiful friends, it's Julia here from Made by the Chef, and today, I love my title, it's With Death Comes Life. Now what does that mean? Well, I read a book once. I like to read a lot of books actually, and I read one in particular by a guy called Gay Hendricks. A brilliant psychologist and coach and thought leader, and really amazing stuff to say, right? And he wrote this book called The Five Wishes. Now, the essence of the book was essentially that he met this guy at a party, and the guy asked him, and he was at a kind of bit of a turning point in his life, and this guy asked him a question. So it's quite a profound question. He was a bit bored at the party, and he met this fella, and they got into a conversation, and he asked him this really profound question. And the question was, if in 50 years' time, or even tonight, imagine you're on your deathbed. So imagine, fast forward, you are lying on your deathbed, and I look you in the eye and I ask you the question, did you really live the life you wanted to live? Question was something like that. Was your life a complete success? And if it wasn't, ask yourself what it was that didn't make it a success. And essentially what he does is he says, and so what Gay Hendricks does is he says, you've got to have 5 wishes. So you've got to think about yourself in that present moment, in that fast forward moment. And if you were on your deathbed, did you do all the things that you wanted to do? Now bring it back to now, bring it back to the present moment now, the life you're living now. Are you really truthfully doing all the things, all the wonderful things that you wanted to, or that on a journey, or taking those actions to get to those things that you want? Now, as humans, we are the only animals that are fully aware of our mortality, right? So we are the ones that are aware. We know that with life comes death. But interestingly, there's a lot of people that go around almost with blinkers, not really thinking about it. Now, I'm not saying this from a morbid viewpoint. What I'm trying to say is that what I am saying is really think about it. If you know that you have a limited time on this planet, and none of us really knows when we're going to go, then don't you want to live an amazing life? Don't you want to do all the exciting things that life presents to you? And I'm not talking about, look, not everyone's going to be a trillionaire or gazillionaire, multimillionaire, whatever it is. I'm not talking about it like that. But obviously we do want to be successful, right? We want to be able to do great things. But success can be measured in so many ways. Maybe you want to be a great charity worker. Maybe you want to be a volunteer. Maybe you want to be the best teacher in the world. Maybe you want to just learn how to ride a bike and learn to swim. Maybe there's so many things out there. Maybe you want to be a great mum or a dad. You want to have kids, or you want to have an amazing business. You want to be a multi-millionaire. Maybe you want to have that massive tech company or whatever it is. And are you doing that? Are you taking the actions and doing the things that will get you there? Now, another way of looking at with death comes life is the fact that many of us might spend our time allowing past situations, past scenarios to prey on us, to keep affecting us, to keep coming back to haunt us, to being there to kind of affect, being there to impact our everyday life and our future and moving forward. So when I say with death comes life, actually we've got to learn to bury the past. We've got to learn to bury those things that occurred, those things that happened, you've got to learn to let go of them. Put them to rest, lay them to bed. Sometimes we don't always get closure. Sometimes we're not always able to confront situations that happen to us. But what we need to do actually is to forgive from within. We forgive. Forgive is a very personal thing. Being able to forgiveness is an incredibly personal thing. You don't have to go and confront this person or that person or whatever it is. You can forgive within yourself. So once you learn that art of forgiveness, you can lay to rest whatever happened. And once you learn that ability to know that something might have occurred, might have even occurred yesterday, 5 minutes ago, maybe it was 10 years ago, but you've got to bury it. That's done now. It's time to bury it. Say goodbye. Say a little prayer. Forgive yourself, forgive them, whatever it was, or that thing, or that event, or that occurrence. Lay it to rest. That's done now. That's finished. You've buried that now. Because it's time for you to be your amazing, great, wonderful self and to move forward, to move on. I know that I've had to do that in my own life. I know I've had to do that a few times over. And I've learned that by letting go, by laying to rest, by burying whatever happened, I can live again. Because that's what this is about. Put to death those things that are not serving you and learn to live your best life. Live the life that is going to make you smile every day. It's going to make you happy. It's going to put a spring in your step. Live the life that's going to give you total joy. Because that is really where happiness is. Happiness is within you, and you can make that happen. So put to death what doesn't serve you. Put to death those things that you don't need anymore, and live life. Live again. Because that's what this is about. Have a wicked day. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you again soon.